Hi, this is Helen La Paul from UGN Jams Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is one of the first videos I'm doing, so thank you so much. And it's taken quite a lot to get to this point. So today we're going to talk about fear. And sometimes in my videos, I'm going to be quoting scripture simply because I really believe God has left us the Bible to encourage us. It's got full of his promises, which we can hold into. So from time to time, I'm going to be quoting scripture. So to start with, God says about fear in Timothy 1:7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind." So fear is not of God. So today we're going to use some techniques to get rid of it. I mean, we've all faced it, haven't we? Let's face it. The reason I'm thinking about fear today, because I was driving along quite fast and suddenly this fear came over my mind saying, what if you don't know how to drive anymore? What if you forget? I'm thinking, no. And I suddenly started feeling really nervous and thinking, oh no, what if I can't drive anymore? I thought, hang on a minute. I've been driving for a number of years. I know how to drive. I'm an experienced driver. I'm not going to crash this car. Let's just slow down a bit and remind myself that I can drive. So I slowed down and it was fine after that. So the biggest monster isn't the monster itself, it's the fear of the monster. So, and fear, let's face it, can be crippling, it can paralyze you, it can bring your progress to a complete halt. So there's a technique that I use to overcome it called as if. And what it is you act as if you're not scared. It's simple as that. You act as if you're not frightened. You put on a front, whether you want to call it a front or you want to look bold, because let's face it, people can sense fear, can't they? My friend, she's terrified of dogs, and good reason. She got bitten when she was little by a dog. So I said, you can't act scared in front of dogs because they can fear. They can sense fear. They can smell it. They're very clever creatures, aren't they? And they can almost sense that you're fearful. Same with people. They can sense when we're not confident. We maybe our body language shows we're not confident. So the key is to act as if you're brave now, or bold, or do it anyway and act as if you're not frightened of it. Now, the thing is, by doing that, what happens, it's very clever, the body and the human, the way the mind connects with the body and the spirit. What happens is that when you act as if you're brave, your body, your physio, tricks your mind into believing that you are confident. And it will find ways to support every confident feeling you're feeling about yourself. So, fear, it is an enemy, but it's also an emotion. And if we're fearful and we don't get things done, we're letting our emotions get the better of us, aren't we? So, think about soldiers before they go into battle. They must be terrified at some point or fearful at some point going into that fight, knowing that could cost them their lives. It's even Jesus in the garden when he was praying to God. He was saying, let this cup pass me by, when he thought, just the thought of going to the cross and going through all that pain and dying on the cross. But of course, he knew that was his calling. He had to do it anyway. So next time you're down and you're doubting your ability, or fear sneaks up on you, I just want to encourage you. What will you be losing at not doing what you're doing because you don't want to go through the fear? At what cost is that? You could be losing something. I saw something on the TV about a woman who was wanting to finally face her fear. She's 80 years old. She was scared of water. She had this phobia about water. And what happened was, what was she losing because of that fear? She'd missed out on seeing her kids play in water, being able to play with her grandchildren in water, and all those things she'd missed out on in life. She didn't even want to go on the beach or anything, or go near any water whatsoever. Some of the most beautiful natural creations of God are based around water, aren't they? So she finally, at 80 years old, it doesn't matter how old you are when you deal with fear, she decided she's going to deal with it, and she actually dealt with it and actually went in the water. And after that, she was fine, and she realised the water hadn't done anything to her. It was her brother pushing her in the water that had made her scared when she was a child. So next time you feel fearful, or you're doubting, or you doubt your abilities, or this little doubting voice comes in and says, you can't do that, or your friends laugh at you, or someone discourages you, I want you to get both elbows and just say, get out. Everyone has to start somewhere. Get out. I am bold, I am strong, I am courageous, and I will do what I have been called to do. So I just want to encourage you. This is Helen La Paul from Heartbeat on UGN Jams. You can tune into my show every Thursday at 9 p.m. till 11 Greenwich Mean Time, or 10 a.m. to midday on Saturday morning. God bless you. That's ugnjams.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless.